Hey everybody, we're back. This is Dr. Jacqueline with the Wellness Trinity. Like I said, I'm doing her marketing, and we are in her brand new office. Yay! I'm gonna give you guys give you a really quick tour. How well you can see. It's very nice and bright, very welcoming and relaxing. And here we are. So today we're going to talk a little bit about her. She's going to explain her story, explain why she got into what she does, and just tell a little bit more about her story.
So when I was 9, my dad died of cancer, and that always made me want to live. And so at a very young age, I was already thinking about what is the meaning of life and why am I here and what is this all about, and really how to live the best life that I personally can live. Because at 9 years old, my dad was only 38 years old, so he wasn't very old, and my mom was 36 years old, so she was widowed with 3 children, and I was the oldest. So by the time I got into high school, I was a mess. Not having a dad around probably was a part of that. But I was searching for love in the wrong direction, and eventually found Jesus. And so once I got into college, I was studying business, and I love business. I'm an entrepreneur at heart. I always have been ever since I was little. And I started a personal training business, and that was great. It was fun in doing that for a couple years while I was in college. And at the same time, though, I realized that my passion was a little bit more nutrition at that time. And then after I graduated, I was done with personal training, or at least I thought I was at the time. And then I went back home to live with my mom in California. I realized that wasn't where I wanted to be, and so I moved to Las Vegas. And then at the time, I started to cocktail, and I did that for a couple years. I was a cocktail server on the Strip, and after being in a smoky environment and being up all night and doing what I just didn't really feel like was right with my life, I really did some soul searching. So at 24 years old, I got rid of my high-paying job and sold everything and just traveled around the world for like a year or so, trying to figure out what I was really supposed to do in life. So when I meet my clients nowadays, I am very big on what's your purpose, because I realize the path it led me down and the peace that it gave me in my heart to find that. And so at 24 years old, I went to Africa and on a mission trip, and went from seeing all this money being thrown around on the Strip to people having nothing and living in poverty, but still having so much peace in their heart, versus all these people that had money and didn't have peace in their heart. And so it was a big eye-opener, and I knew something was off in my life at that point. And so I ended up studying at a place called Hippocrates. You'll see one of those certificates on my wall, and that opened my eyes to the whole natural healing world. And I knew there was something. I had passion for nutrition, but I knew I wasn't really supposed to be a personal trainer at the time, and there was something else. And studying at Hippocrates Health Institute in Florida really just kind of opened my eyes and made me realize there's this whole other aspect of health and wellness and nutrition, and really natural healing is a huge thing for people to get the results that they're looking for in terms of getting to the root of their challenges in their health and wellness. Even brain challenges or fitness, people can have problems with their weight because there's underlying toxins and deficiencies that need to be dealt with. So after traveling and realizing that, okay, it's time to get back into life, I don't even know how many businesses, hit my head a bunch of times, got myself in debt, and then I finally sucked it up and was like, okay, I have to get a job. So I had about 7 jobs in 1 year, and I am not proud of that, but I do believe that each one of them really taught me a lot of lessons in what I'm doing now. And I was determined. I'm like, I have to figure this thing out. I know I have to help people get healthy. I don't know how. And, it was just experimentation. I did this and that thing didn't work. I did this other thing. And I was like, no, this isn't right. And so finally I was like, I surrender. I need a job that I could be stable. And so once I kind of got stable in my job, I actually started personal training again. And then I worked at a dentist. And was able to do that consistently for a couple of years while I went back to school and studied naturopathy. And I knew that this was the lane that I was supposed to be in finally after traveling and trying several things and several jobs and bumping my head. And I loved it. I could just sit here and read all these books all day. And so I did that and, met the love of my life, my now husband. And he really just, he pushed me because he was kind of in this field as well and had his own business, and he encouraged me with doing the live blood cell analysis and other testing that I do, and finishing my school and getting this business moving even probably faster than if I was by myself. So, give a lot of thanks for him in that process. So that's it. I just, my goal is to really help people live the best life that they can live, so that they can live their purpose and calling in life. And that's why I always like to link in the story because of what God brought me through, because it took perseverance and it took searching to figure out this is what I'm supposed to do with my life. And now that I get to do this every day, it brings so much peace and joy, and the things I get to see with people are just amazing. And they're also kind of crazy at the same time too, if you know what I mean. Detoxing is no joke, guys. So we get to have very interesting conversations here, but it's for a good cause, and it's so that you can feel better and feel more vibrant in your life. Like you feel better, right?
Oh, I feel
just
amazing.
After a month or two of
I've only been working with Dr. Jacqueline for a little over a month, and be prepared because you didn't get sick in a week, or a couple days. It took years and years and years of not giving your body the proper nutrition, the proper rest, the proper nutrients that it needs. So don't expect to be well tomorrow. And then you're going to feel a little worse before you feel better because those are the detox symptoms, right? So your body has to detox all the garbage that you put into it over the years, all the parasites, everything else. So just be prepared. But I'm telling you guys, she's made a world of difference in my life, and I thought I was healthy. You're talking about somebody who eats mainly vegetarian or vegan, the majority of my life. Trying to get enough sleep. I go to the gym, and here I am thinking I'm doing all the right things, and yet I'm fatigued, and I'm depressed, and I have anxiety. So they're all underlying issues that even somebody like me, who I thought, oh, I'm healthy, I'm okay. No, there's certain issues that everybody has, and she can help you. She gets to the root of those issues that normal doctors don't. So, yeah, she's awesome. That's my story. I love this lady. I love working with her, and she's very thorough. So it's a mind, body, spirit experience. It's not just you can't just treat one without the other. Yeah. And she couldn't have said it all perfectly, more perfect. It really is. We have to look at what's going on in several different layers in our life, and if we eat a very healthy diet but we're not sleeping, like she was saying, then everything can just get thrown off. I've had those situations even with my own life where I'm supplementing really good supplements and eating really good diet and maybe even exercising, but my sleep was off, my stress was off, I was in the wrong type of job and not at peace. And so we at the Wellness Trinity here try to look at everything that's going on in someone's life to see what is tipping them off the edge, but also what is that extra leg of nutrient and deficiency that's not going to be dealt with the foundation of diet and lifestyle alone. Exactly. It's just not how life is nowadays. We're not getting all the nutrients we need from our food, and when people have toxins like parasites, they're usually not just going to go away with eating healthy food and not doing certain herbs and certain types of detoxes that release them. So it makes a big difference. Let me tell you, a big difference. Within when did I text you? Within a week? Within a week, I was feeling like a brand new person.
Yeah, you look like a new person too.
My depression was gone, my anxiety was gone, and I've had to work through some detox symptoms. So don't think that it's all rosy and great and everything, but once you get through that, it's just I feel so much better, and I'm just gonna keep going. So yeah, I'm excited to see what our follow-ups do, how my blood work looks.
Yeah, well, yeah. So you guys, she's wonderful too. I'm so grateful to have her on my team now, and it's always great to have good partners on your team. So thank you so much.
All right. So if you guys have any questions, leave them down below. DM me, DM her. I'm going to be posting this video everywhere. And then starting next week, we'll be doing the live. So you'll be able to ask her questions while we're filming. And it's going to be around noon every Tuesday. So just be, watch out for that. And like I said, any questions you have, let us know. Okay. Thanks. Have a great day.